It's not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.
Well, hello, everybody. Welcome. It's time for Pearl's Politics. What's the word, Thunderbird? I hear we have a lot of them today. Woo! Y'all ready to get this show started? Hello, Mary. Thanks for joining us. Mary says hello, everyone. And I told her, I said, I'm going to have to get Mary an early bird gift just for coming in early. She's always the first one to come into the any of our shows. So bringing into the show with me now are the other hosts on this panel, the heartbeat of the South, and my every heartbeat, my sweet son, Tim Harrington. Hey, Tim.
Hey Ma, hey everybody, how y'all doing?
All right. Now, don't forget about the mouth of the South, none other than Jen from Alabama. Yay. Hey, Jen.
Hey Jen.
How you doing, girl?
Crack me up.
Yeah, well, you're in the South, right?
Yes, I am.
Yes,
Oh,
and you can talk, girl. You can out-talk anybody. I'll tell you. Um,
oh.
I
A
I
lot to
I wish I had your energy. Cause I mean, this little bunny right here, y'all. She energized, energized, energized. All
say. Got a
right,
lot to
so
say.
go ahead. I'm sorry.
I said, I got a lot to say. I can't help
Yeah, yeah.
myself.
So what have you been doing since the last time I saw you?
Well, first of all, I want to, send a prayer to Lisa Marie. She's in the hospital today. So,
Yes,
but
we
beyond
do.
that, I have been still working on my website. It's open. I actually posted my site in a picture all over social media yesterday or last night.
Okay.
But we're kind of got the word that things are fixing to happen on the internet.
Mm.
We'll see. They've been
Hmm.
telling us this for 2 years, but the last 2 years are coming through now.
Yeah,
You
this
know,
year is already flying by. It's June. It's January the 12th already.
this last 2 weeks, and especially this week, is really just wow. I'm like, oh,
Excuse me.
the path that I've been on with my group and everything.
Hmm.
Uh, I I want to like just hug everybody. I'm so warm hearted because we have been basically on the correct path with this. Because everything that we've been discussing and sharing and just you know putting out there and questioning. We have to question everything. Uh,
Yes.
we're finding that we're generally on the correct path of what's been happening because
Mm.
everything we've been talking about for the last well year on my page, but me for 3 years now researching and everything. Uh, yeah, bang on, right over the target. It's happening.
All righty. So, Tim, what have you
Yes.
been doing since the last time I saw you?
Oh, not too much of anything. Just got out
Yeah,
there.
I just saw you a few hours ago.
I know, right? Just,
Yes,
just
Tim, let
You
me
brought
show
moms
you.
and beautiful roses.
Yeah, and I'm getting ready to show those
Yay!
to everybody right now. If I can, it's a screen. Yeah, okay. See what it said. Oh, okay. Let's see if I can do this. All right. Yeah. So I want to show this one first because this is at my sink where I was putting them in the water. Uh, Hold on. Let's see. I got three pictures here. I keep seeing the same one. Wait a minute. Oh, there it is. Okay. All right. So this is the one I want to show first. I'm gonna share the system audio so y'all can still hear me talk. Okay. I want everybody to see my beautiful roses that my son brought to me. And this being right here. This is me at the sink, putting them in their new, fresh, structured water. Can y'all see that?
Oh yeah, we see it.
Okay, great. And
Yeah,
excuse my,
beautiful.
and then after I got them in the water, this is what they look like.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, isn't
Yeah,
that beautiful?
yes, real nice.
I got one of the most caring, sweetest son. Well, I know it's a lot more out there, but mine is sweet too.
Well,
And
you know what? One of your sayings was always give me my flowers while I'm alive.
that's right. While I
So
live,
while you
yeah,
live. So
that's a
that's what I'm
song.
doing.
Hi,
And
Tim,
Amy.
Mom, you rock, man.
Yeah, I always taught him that, to give people their flowers while they live.
yeah.
And I have to tell y'all that my son listened to me because even with his wife when that he was married to for 25 years, and then with his girlfriend that just passed away last year after he was divorced some 5 years ago. He was divorced. She passed away last year, but he never failed to give both the women in his life
Yeah,
flowers. And
absolutely.
so that's why I tell the kid, because you go to funerals and you see flowers everywhere. And people that sent those flowers, about probably half of them
Yeah,
never gave that person a single rose while they
yeah,
were living,
yeah,
right?
right.
And what good is it to them while they're laying up in a casket?
None whatsoever.
None whatsoever. I like to smell mine. Mary says yes, so she can see the beauty and smell them. And Mary say, but they bring love. That song, Emily. Maybe you can sing it one day. Oh, yeah. Look, it's wonderful things of folk are said when they have passed away.
I don't think I knew that.
Roses adorn the narrow way after the soul is gone.
I,
So give them their flowers while they live. Excuse me.
all
Wrong
right,
key.
all right, all right.
I'll save the rest of it for Sunday.
Yeah, I don't think I ever heard that one.
You may have. You were. I'm pretty sure you have when you were little, but you
Yeah,
probably just don't remember it.
all right.
Mary say, "Hey man, sing it." And you know what? That's a first for us. We never sung a song on Pearls Politics. So that's something. That's something new that 2023 is already brought, isn't it?
Yeah, yeah.
Excuse me. So we're gonna take a break. When we come back, y'all know we got some hot topics
Oh yeah,
tonight.
oh yeah.
And Tim is gonna be starting us out tonight, Jen, and man, you gonna pitch in there winning because I'm pretty sure it's a safe subject.
Yeah.
All right, don't y'all go away. Please share the show and stick and stay, y'all. We'll be back. Don't go away. Okay, let's get.
I'd like to be what I am not. I should know better why not. Life is mine, it's a fact. I'd like to be what I am not. I should know better why not. Life is mine, it's a fact. Wake up in the morning and I picture myself flying in the sky. I'm a bird, it's not a lie. And now that I'm diving through the oceans of my dreams, I want them so bad to become reality. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer. I'm a daydreamer.
What am I gonna get? Ooh, cherries. Oh, okay. How about cherry ice cream? With sprinkles? And maybe a baguette. And a French boy. Bonjour. Ooh la la, baby. You know what I need? Bath bombs. Bombs away! Gotta have Takis. Oh, I need balls. Okay, I'm gonna need some glue. Oh, and a new charger. I can never find those things. And I gotta get flowers for mommy. And a little something for me. Can I get a robe?
Welcome to the Shack 12 Week Shred. My name is Rock Shabazz, and I'm here to take you through the same program that I made for this guy right here.
This program is without a doubt a huge reason why I was able to get fit and stay fit. If you put in the work and stay consistent, you just might be able to keep up. It's time for you to get to work.
All right, we're back. I'm bringing in the rest of the panel.
All
All right, Tim. I hear
Yes.
you got some hot news. I hear you got some hot news, Thunderbird. What is it?
Well, you know what? I don't think it's too hot, but I'll sum it up in one word: karma.
Karma. Karma.
Yes, ma'am. Yes,
Uh-huh.
ma'am. All right.
Oh,
we got- yeah, we got Scorpio.
Karma is a motherfucker, ain't it?
Yes, indeed, and it has no expiration date.
And my Emily Pearls don't cuss. My cuss word for that word that y'all say
Yeah,
is mala hopper.
Malahapa.
Karma is a mala hopper, I tell you.
Yes. Biden, okay, Biden had 3 batches, not 1 batch, but 3 batches of classified documents. What I know so far is the first document was found in the Biden facility, which was from his times when he was VP.
Uh-huh.
The second set of classified documents was found in the garage with his Corvette. And when I tell you, I literally left home to go do errands, and when I came back, it was the third set. I have no idea where they got it from, but there are 3 sets.
Might be a set in China. Who knows?
Might be. Might be.
Oh my gosh, this is something else.
Chime in.
Everybody has heard this saying that if you plan to dig a ditch for me, you best dig one for yourself.
Yeah.
That's right.
Because I tell you that karma is going, and what goes around will comes around.
Yeah.
But you know what? What gets me is this: how can I accuse you, Timothy, or let my organization or my board of people that that take care of my stuff for me accuse you of something when I'm knowing all the time that I did this? I've been doing this for 40 years.
Right. Right.
First thing I would say, wait, hold it now. No, we're not going to go there. I wouldn't tell them that I had done this myself, but I would have just pushed them back and say, no. No, we're just not going to go there. We're not going to do that now.
But he didn't do that. He came out and confessed before he knew what he had said.
No. I'm talking about when they first went after Leo.
Gotcha. Okay.
He could have stopped everything then.
Yeah, he could have.
That's what I'm saying.
Oh, yeah.
Is if it had been me, I wouldn't have had to tell them my personal reason as to, well, I'll be thinking to myself, well, no, I'm not finna go there, because if they get on him about some documents they had, what about all these classified documents I got? And I would have just told the administration, no, hold it, y'all are not going there. I will not let you go there. A backbone, you know what I'm saying?
Oh, yeah.
Because it's sure gonna come back to haunt you. Jen, I can see you mouth watering. Come on.
Okay. Remember me talking about optics?
Yeah.
Okay. Remember what I said about what happened in 17 about a certain Leo going all over the world?
Yeah.
Getting signatures.
Yeah.
Or doing other things, right?
Yeah.
Okay. He said at the time, we have it all. That was in 17.
Yeah.
Okay. This information has been held to now, okay, so that the optics could play out to, well, they couldn't let it all out. This had to happen this way, okay? Because if it didn't, there would be people fighting in the streets. We'd have civil war, and that was the last thing we wanted to happen. Okay, now, now that it's slowly coming out, even in the news, Fox News is actually, talking about this now, right? Okay, acting like this just happened. This happened way back. They're talking about open investigations. They already did the investigations, but for the optic form of it, they have to do it this way because so many people, I'm not going to say they're asleep, but they're just going about their day, right? They're not worrying about what's going on. And, I've been promoting, people need to learn it's time to stand peacefully, united, and speak. Silence is hurting us. And this is part of getting people to finally stand. Okay. We are supposed to be the employers. The government is the employee.
True.
Of people.
I was an employee when I worked for the federal government. The federal government is an employee too.
The government
we had our constitutional specialist.
Last week. Supposed to be the employee of the people, not the ruler of the people, and that's what they've been doing since 1871.
Well, we do know that, but
so now
look how many years. Look how many years it took for them to get to that position. And so you can't undo something overnight either.
No.
Just as long as it took for them to get to this plane where it is now, it's going to take a lot of time for us to get it the way it's supposed to be. And you know what? It may not even happen in our lifetime. It may not. So anybody out there that's got hopes that this is going to happen in your lifetime, forget about it. Simply because everything moves slow. Bad news travels fast.
Yeah.
Good news travels very slowly.
Yeah.
Okay. Yes. All right. Always remember that.
Justice.
Yeah. Good news always travels slower.
2023 is going to be a banging year, y'all.
Yeah. Look, I can only imagine where we go from here. I'm wanting to see how they're going to put that same press that Biden did. That Scorpio did to Trump, throwing around words like espionage and whatnot.
Well, does anybody know what Garland said? Because I didn't stick around and I heard, and I could say this out loud because I heard and saw it with my own eyes.
Yeah,
I heard President Biden's press conference today. Okay, y'all.
Yeah, I was there.
And you were there too, huh?
Yeah.
And
I don't listen to him.
Man, you're talking about stumbling blocks. Stumbling blocks. You gave me a reaction to what you have been accused of, but you did not give me a action for what you are being accused of.
He did. He did not.
Tell me why. You didn't tell me that. You just told me about what you think about taking documents, classified documents, and you take it seriously. And it was locked up with your Corvette. Man, your Corvette ain't worth that much. You know what I'm saying? I'm just talking plain language on Pearl's Politics like we talk it, simply because nobody on the main media is going to talk it like we talk it. It's people that live in Memphis got a more expensive model of a Corvette than you got stuck in your garage. All right? Because Memphis have their Corvettes shown, man. They roll these Corvettes all over the city of Memphis.
They do.
You talking about some sleek and shine and spick and span. When I saw that picture of his Corvette, y'all, they showed on the news, I'm like, what is that? Is that like a 1940 Corvette or something?
It's like a 67 Stingray, something along those lines.
I think they tried to shine it up and messed it up when they tried for the camera. Did you notice that?
Yeah.
I
I
Yeah.
don't know what they did.
They
Yeah.
tried
And,
to
and
get it done.
the stumbling that he was doing, he was just like a kid caught with his hand in the cookie jar, you know. And
It was
instead of
funny.
him- yeah,
Oh,
he didn't even deflect it. You know what I mean? He said, yeah, I did it. Yeah. He didn't check
Yeah,
with nobody or anything. He just went off script and admitted.
he almost
yeah.
put me in the mind of my guy Georgie Porgy.
Yeah.
My
You know what
my
that means, right? That
my
means
George,
less time in doing what they got to do.
Yeah.
my
Yeah.
Georgie Porgy president. That was George Bush.
Mhm.
He was a Republican, but George used to tickle me. They cram. Whenever they try to cram something up with on George,
Oh yeah.
George had one word for him, and that was for Republicans, Democrats, Independents, whoever. George had one word, and that's why I call him Georgie Porgy. And he would say, "Well," that's it. You would get nothing else out of
Yeah.
George Porgy.
Yeah. Yeah. Or he'd have a story for you, something that had nothing to do with the question. Oh, he's a great deflector.
But
Oh
big
yeah.
what?
Georgie Porgy wasn't gonna confess.
Yeah.
He wasn't gonna even talk about it.
Well,
He would let you know. He would let you know that he
right.
heard what you said, because he'll say, "Well,"
Yeah. But
and
you
then
know,
he
here's
on.
what the funny part was about that. He had no idea that it had been released. He was coming to speak on something that had nothing to do
They
with that.
prepared the speech for
Yeah.
him. He was late because they had to prepare an answer
Yeah, the one he
for
messed
him,
up.
and he didn't have time. He couldn't even read it straight. Polar thing. You know, when you see somebody in that bad condition, though, you do have to have. Oh, excuse me, y'all. So I'm laughed up my sinuses. You do have to have a bit of sympathy and empathy for them, because I can imagine that he is nervous and shaking in his boots and shaking in his legs, and looked like he already done lost weight, because that suit was just as baggy on the arms. You know, and I'm like, what is that up under? There's a skeleton that they got out the biology classroom.
Well, you know, my thing is, if good's for the goose, it's good for the gander.
Yeah.
Oh, the weight
Yeah.
journal.
So yeah, exactly. So he should be willing to take all the heat that comes with it.
Yeah,
You
and
know?
what everybody is asking is, where are the pictures of his documents? They had the pictures
Yeah.
of Leo's documents, right? But where are the
Oh,
pictures of his
they
documents?
showed a couple on the ground, on the floor, and I don't know where it was at, but it had carpet.
Could you tell what it was saying?
It just said confidential. That's what I made out of it. I don't know if
Oh,
that was just
so they just, so they just put it. That probably
That's
wasn't even one of the documents at all.
those are from when he VP. They've been there for a long time. Just like what they call it, the Penn State something.
It's the
Yeah.
Penn Biden Institute.
Oh.
Yeah, they were there too, and in his office, and in with his Corvette, and I'm sure they found many other places. He had them. And the greatest
Well,
threat
they
now
was-
is foreign interference. Who, because of the crime, who actually got to see those? Those
Yeah.
classified documents, and he had no right to declassify or take them. That was only the
right.
president.
That's exactly what I was just finna say, Jen. He didn't have the power to declassify those at all.
All
He's
right,
got
so
a-
we're gonna hear from. I have a question. We're gonna take a break.
Okay.
I want the audience to please type in any questions or comments that y'all may have for us, or anything that you would like to say about. It doesn't have to be about this topic, about politics in any shape, form, or fashion. We'll be happy to talk about it. Okay, so don't go away, and we will be back shortly. Okay, I'm not gonna say right back, but but we will be back shortly. All right. Please share the show some more, y'all. We having fun tonight.
A VPN is great for security and privacy. By hiding your IP address and encrypting your traffic, it shields your data from snoopers and all kinds of cyber attacks. But its protection scope is limited. So, NordVPN is becoming more than just a VPN. We are introducing a brand new feature to the desktop apps, Threat Protection, and it's going to take your digital security to the next level. Once you enable it on your NordVPN app, Threat Protection will guard your device against malicious websites, malware, trackers, and intrusive ads, even if you're not connected to a VPN server at the time. That's right, when you switch it on, it'll stay on, regardless of your VPN connection. Let's take a look at how it can improve your cybersecurity. Online, one wrong turn can spell disaster for your private data, but not with Threat Protection. It blocks dangerous websites that might potentially host malware, even if you click on a dangerous link by accident. Next up, Malware Protection. If you accidentally download an infected file, it's not the end of your devices just yet. Threat Protection scans every file you download. If a file turns out to be infected, it gets deleted immediately before it can wreak havoc on your computer. Most websites you enter are stuffed with trackers that follow you from one page to another, creating a unique profile of who you are and what you like. Threat Protection blocks trackers, so you can surf the net with more privacy. Ever opened a web page only to be bombarded with intrusive ads and loud autoplay videos? Well, they're not only annoying, some of them can actually be a cyber threat. Threat Protection blocks the intrusive and malicious ads on the spot. So, how do you take your device security to the next level? Make sure you have the latest NordVPN app version on your computer. Then open it and click on the little shield. It's the Threat Protection icon. Toggle the switch on and enjoy ultimate security. You can also find Threat Protection Lite on your mobile apps, but it won't block trackers or malicious files on your phone just yet. Step up your cybersecurity and stay safe.
So, are you going to Amy's wedding?
I don't have the money.
Yeah, you do. Who are you?
I'm you from the future, and I just got paid.
And I'm Dave. I can get you up to $500 of your future money now.
Up to $500 instantly?
Instantly.
That's amazing. Oh, who's he? Oh, this is Paolo. We met at the reception. Hi. Hola. Hello. That's me.
Download Dave and get up to $500 instantly.
All right, we're back. Speaking of our partners, as you can see on the ticker tape running across the screen, if you would go to WLO, you don't have to do that HTTPS stuff. Just type in WLO.link/@ Emily Pearls. And there you will find all of our sponsors, okay? And the other thing is that speaking of void protection, that's the topic I want to talk about when the airports had to shut down all across the country. They must didn't have a virus protection or a VPN. They tried to say that it was a corrupt file. Let's talk about that. Bringing in the other hosts, Tim Harrington of Memphis, Jen of Alabama. Hey, y'all.
Hey.
Welcome back. All right.
Hey.
Now, about this thing with the airplanes, all across, not this is nationwide. You know, you can understand maybe a particular city or one particular airport, but you're talking about the whole darn travel system, plane
Public
system.
travel system.
What was that, Jen?
Public travel system, not the military.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, public. I'm pretty sure it was, yeah. They didn't say anything about military, but they said that it was a corrupt data file. Now, let me tell you what I know about corrupt data files, simply because I have been working with computers ever since the year 2000. So that's like what, 23 years now, right?
Mm-hmm.
I think I know a little bit about corrupt data files. If you have a virus protection or VPN on your computer, either one, when you run it, you're supposed to, it will let you know, even if you don't run it, it's going to be a red mark that comes up on your system, a warning, red mark, depending on what type of antivirus service you have. But it's always red. I don't care what kind it is. As soon as you turn on your systems, or even while now, your systems are running. Because if something comes to my system right now while I'm live, it's gonna be a red a warning light that flashes up down on the bottom of my desktop, on my tab, on my tray.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And that's when you have to click on it. If my database needs updating, it's gonna tell me what's wrong. All I have to click on is update databases. And I can still be broadcasting. I can still be operating my computer. I can still do my job and do what I'm doing on the computer while it's updating the databases. That would not interfere with my work. So that's the reason why I know. Just telling me that it was a corrupt data file. I'm not buying it.
No, am I? I'm not buying it either. I think it might have been a hostile takeover.
Of course, I believe it was definitely an infiltration.
Yes, without a doubt.
Whether hostile or not, it was definitely an infiltration.
Mm-hmm.
And so, and it was down for, they claim, an hour and a half to 2 hours.
Longer than that.
That's too long. That's too long, because it doesn't take hackers, but less than 60 seconds, sometimes depending on the speed that they got, and they use high power speed.
Mm-hmm.
They can download, transfer, infiltrate that information, get everything they need in less than 5 minutes. In less than 5
Sounds about right. Mm-hmm.
So you cannot tell me that it's not, something was not done to that system. They just don't know what yet.
Yeah.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So
Well,
because they don't know what, excuse me, go ahead, Jen.
well, from what I understand, because one of my sources has he constantly shows a map, the airplane maps. You know,
Right.
he has the public transportation, and then he can switch over to military, and through that they can see where signals are being shot back and forth. They're doing it in like different areas. It's a cyber attack.
Yeah, that's what
They're doing it like in the northeast, and then the southwest, and then in mid, and most of them, not all, but a lot of them are coming bouncing back and forth from China to here.
Yeah.
Okay.
I can believe
So,
it.
and they're saying it's cyber attacks and that it took down the public transportation, but not the military. Military is still in the air, and people
What
realize
is that? What's that beeping like that?
Oh, I'm sorry, that's my door.
Oh, okay.
Somebody's at my front door. I'm sorry. They're in now. Right.
All right, because yeah, I'm like, okay, that's the I heard that. I'm like, okay, are we being infiltrated?
I am.
Hello.
That's Jason coming in from work.
Oh, okay, all right. I understand. That's that security system. I understand. Mine does a ding dong. So
yeah, and I believe with this cyber attack, I do feel that there was some type of money value exchanged because
money value. Let me tell you something. It's not the computer is worth nothing. It's the information that's on the computer that's worth billions and billions and billions of dollars. You know,
hearing it, while they've got the public transportation down, they've got the military transporting the goods.
Possibility.
And well, that's the way it's been played. Everything that I started talking about 2 years ago is actually coming to reality now, and there's no reason for me to think that the money part of it ain't coming to reality too. Yeah. I mean, look at the inflation and all these businesses going out of business, and all the stuff going on with the stock market. It looks like a freaking whoo, God, and then everything being found out through Congress, and the new setup that's starting, and they're reversing everything now, and it's going to take some time. It can't happen overnight because it took a long time for it to get there. But all the signs are showing me that this new money system is about to kick in too. Remember, I told you 6 months ago, it's set up. It's just a matter of flipping a switch. Okay, that day's coming. It has no choice but to come.
Yeah. These things that are going on are back to back, sometimes simultaneously. It's weird. I will say that. It's definitely weird.
Tim say he will say that.
Yeah.
But I also during his speech today, when I was listening to him, he whispered something about he was going to veto something. And I couldn't hear it all because Precious was barking. Tim, did you have to hear that part when he said he was going to veto if the House, the Republicans control the House now? He said if they put something on his desk pertaining to something, that he said, guess what I'm going to do? He said, and then he whispered, I'm going to veto it.
Oh, really?
Yeah, he whispered in the microphone.
We were talking about vetoing any investigations they start, and the vote of the Speaker of the House, and it just,
he can't veto anything that the House is a legislative branch.
Exactly. He can't veto that. Today, through somebody who was actually there, and I heard it before, but I hadn't heard it from somebody with the advanced sourceness that they have. There are like jail cells below the White House and in Congress, below. Yeah. Kash Patel said so.
Yeah.
Okay. Kash Patel. Everybody needs to keep an eye on that man. Nobody knew him 2 years ago, but oh man,
what's his name?
Kash Patel.
Kash Patel.
He's a very, very, very awesome prosecutor, attorney in government.
Okay.
He's been by Leo's side for a long time now.
Okay.
And he's been out there, and he's been doing books and giving little leads here and there. But the last couple of days, I've seen some stuff he said, and it just like, wow, I can't believe he finally said stuff like this. Yeah, all this is coming. It's coming out, and I can see Cash Patel. The fact that well, there's another person that's coming out. I actually followed her spring of last year. Her name is Sheila Holm, and she has made two videos. And for anybody who wants to see what I'm talking about, you go to Rumble and look up a channel called And We Know. He put out a video with that channel that explains so much of the history that we were lied to about. Okay,
History
and
on what though?
history of the U.S. and what certain statues really mean, and the bringing down of the Georgia Guidestones and all this stuff. She's been investigating this stuff for years, 30 years more.
Well, that's how they found out about the documents, through investigative reporters.
Well,
They didn't find out. They didn't find this out from anybody in any administration. They found it out from investigative reporters.
Yeah, well,
And investigative reporters have a hard job.
yeah, well, I was on her page. I was on the same page with her back in last spring, and then she kind of fell off the scene. And I found out today that she was actually poisoned, and then she's finally getting her hair back. She lost her hair and all kind of other stuff that she didn't put out there, but she let us know that she was poisoned.
They
And
were trying to get rid of her.
back, but
It's a dangerous job. Yeah, it is. It's
she didn't stop. What she's putting out now is, like I said, I was on the same page with her then, and I'm even more so today. This woman knows her stuff. She knows the truth about the real history of the U.S. and what's been going on, how we landed where we are now. And she too is a person that says that the people don't learn to stand up peacefully, of course, right? But stand up and fight for their constitutional rights, then we can't move forward and heal. We can't heal and then have our better future.
Yeah,
we've got to get together and realize that reality was basically a lie. It was taught to us in school.
Yeah.
It's said to us in media, just all of it.
Right, yeah, and the good thing about it, we had our constitutional expert on last week. They gave out a whole lot of good information. I'm quite sure the viewers could appreciate it too, because there were a couple of things in there that I was not familiar with. So, us going forward, we definitely need to know what applies to us.
Okay, so remember last show when I told y'all when we had our guest, our constitutional scholar, Cara, and she was talking about how everything that we use in this land is supposed to be free for us, including property.
Right.
When I told y'all that, I took philosophy. I took political science and philosophy. And it was from this the Machiavellian Magna Carta concept of things, and that the land was supposed to be free. And I was just reading. I just looked up Magna Carta, and the Magna Carta was created in when was this year? 1215, June the 15th, under King John. And it was English liberties. But when they came over here, they brought some of those liberties, and they only decided to change it because of different viewpoints of want to claim ownership over people and everything. But it said that it was under the threat of civil war, and it was reissued with alterations in 1216, 1217, and 1225 by declaring the sovereign, that means even the king, to be subject to the rule of law. and documented the liberties held by free men. The Magna Carta provided the foundation for individual rights in Anglo American. Now, what does that Anglo means? Anglo means all Caucasian American jurisprudence, because at that particular time, that was all that was available for. It was that we could be considered as men,
And
Anglo-Saxon
yeah, that's
men.
what I was just going to say. Yeah.
Yeah, like from the Viking days, you
Yeah.
know.
Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah, so it was created on the first time on the principle that everybody, including the king, was subject to the law. And that's has been always, ever since then, kind of a tug of war between the royals, uh, of Britain and other countries as well, and the people, you know. But and that's the reason why we always see the side where the people love the royals, and they show the people just love and how they worship the royals. But it's always been a resistance side to the royals, and that dates back to the 1200s,
Yeah.
back as far as then. So it's like Jen say, the mainstream media will always put out there what looks good, right, Jen?
Mhm.
And what they want us to believe.
What they want us to believe. You're right.
Yeah. So Jen has put this link up here for you.
That's,
Sheila.
that's the link I was talking about.
Okay.
That one was talking about, and it's nothing uh centered on politics, but on history.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
yeah,
That's
uh,
important.
yeah. The politics came from the history. So
That's true.
yeah,
So,
we weren't founded on politics. We started out with the military and then went to the Constitution.
Mm-hmm.
Military was first.
so
Yeah.
guys, what do you think? What do you guys think about what should come out of this dealing with Biden?
Well, they're gonna have to do the investigation simply because they did so many investigations on Trump. They set up a special counsel, and that's what I was trying to find out. That
Yeah.
Garland did come out and say that he was setting up a special counsel to investigate Garland, ARND.
Hmm.
Merrick Garland is the United States attorney. So
Well,
it says here that he has appointed special counsel in Biden documents investigating. I'm reading this from CNN, which is mostly a Democratic station. It says that Garland appoints special counsel in Biden documents investigation. This was updated at 7:28 p.m. Central Standard Time on today.
Okay.
And it says Attorney General Merrick Garland on Thursday appointed a special counsel to take over the investigation into classified documents found. I said documents. Found that President Joe. They were documents because he was ducking them, wasn't
Yeah.
he?
Exactly.
Let me put us back there, and take this off of Jenna's face. Okay, put us back in this format so everybody can see us. Okay, and it said that found in President Joe Biden's home and former private office from his time as vice president. The special counsel is former Maryland U.S. Attorney Robert Hur, who was nominated by then President Donald Trump in 2017 and recently worked in private practice. The appointment came hours after the White House confirmed aides to located documents with classified markings at two locations inside Biden's Delaware home. That must have been the third place you was talking about, Tim.
There it is. Yeah.
Biden told reporters he was cooperating fully with the DOJ, and the White House said it's confident the probe will show documents were inadvertently misplaced.
Okay.
Department of Justice, right? Here goes new details on classified documents found in Biden's office in November.
Yeah.
Among the teams from Joe Biden's time as vice president are 10 classified documents, including U.S. intelligence memorandums and briefing materials that cover topics including Ukraine, Iran, the United Kingdom, according to one person familiar with the find.
Oh boy.
There was also a memo from Biden to President Obama, as well as 2 briefing memos preparing Biden for phone calls, one with the British Prime Minister, the other with Donald Tusk, the former Prime Minister of Poland, who served as president of the European Council from 2014 to 2019. And so then there's something else about Senator Durbin called Special Counsel Her, a distinguished prosecutor, that says Biden's case differs from Trump's. Senate Judiciary Chairman Dick Durbin said in a statement Thursday that he expects the special counsel probe into Biden's classified documents will be done fairly.
Yeah. Okay.
He also sought to draw a distinction between the current administration and that of former President Donald Trump and his Attorney General Bill Barr. And this is his quote. Rather than acting as the president's personal lawyer, like Bill Barr, Attorney General Garland's appointment of a special counsel assures the American people that this investigation will be done fairly and with integrity, Durbin said in a statement.
Yeah.
However, the GOP representative Ken Buck has requested visitor logs for Biden's Wilmington, Delaware residence.
Wow.
So they want to know who was in the house.
You know what? But I was looking for a keyword that you hit, and that was military operation. Those are the most highest classified missions. These are when all of our secret special forces go in and whatnot. Things dealing with anything from extraterrestrials to anything that the public that they don't want you to know in the public. Yeah. So yeah, that's a big one. There's no wiggling out of that one.
Okay, I watched that when he made the announcement about the investigations. You know, he did not detour not one word that wasn't on that teleprompter. And when they tried to ask him questions on his way out, he went behind that curtain. It's all buddy.
Well,
Behind the curtain.
He cut that out so fast. I was like, "Where he going? He ain't good at that though."
But he came back when they asked about his wife. He came back when they asked him about the wife.
He kept running back about Jill. Cause he knows Jill. He
had to say what he said. Okay, I don't believe he wanted to say what he said. Just like certain things, you know, the past with McCarthy. There's a past with him too. Okay. These people made deals to be what they're doing, to do what they're doing today. Or they've been playing a game, the optics, all along, and they're finally being put there. But his attitude told me that he was made to say what he said. Okay? This is all optics, y'all. This is all this investigation stuff. These investigations was done 2 years ago, or maybe even earlier. You know, this is bringing it out to the people who are just not paying attention, not speaking, not standing. You know, me being on the truther path. You know, I'm an independent. I'm not on either side. I'm in the middle.
Yeah.
You know.
I'm
doing the right thing, and that's who I vote for, right?
I tell you this right here. Everybody in there, the White House was in it, everything but a child of God today.
Yeah.
All right,
I'll
we're
tell
gonna
you
stop
what.
it. We'll
This has
stop it right
been
there.
Okay.
Okay. It's 7:59. We're gonna have to cut it off right there, y'all. This has been but you know what? It's this particular topic is gonna be going on for several weeks.
Yeah.
So we'll be back to talk about some more next Thursday as we find out new details and give y'all some more updates,
Right.
as well as some more laughs.
Yeah.
But my last word on that about him stepping back like he like to broke his neck, coming back talking about well, she's doing well, talking about Jill because he knew Jill. He knew Jill was gonna slap his face all across. She gonna slap him all across his face if he didn't say nothing about her. He like to stumble and fail getting back to that podium. Oh,
This is getting good.
Wow.
All right, Tim, your last word.
Popcorn.
Hey, and another great show. Hey, they had to come to an end. But you guys get with us next Thursday, and we're gonna do it again. With that being said, I'd like to wish everybody love, peace, and happiness, and let's be safe out there.
That's right, Jen.
Okay, I know we're having fun with this tonight, but please don't forget we still have some times coming. For the internet to switch over, that stuff's got to shut down. For the money to switch in, that stuff's got to shut down. There's bad people trying to cause trouble, chaos. You know, things got to happen to take control of that. Things got to shut down.
Well, the airplanes did shut down, so maybe it's starting.
Yeah. So y'all remember, be prepared. Stock up. Make sure you got the medicines, food, water. Be prepared to stay home for a little while. It could happen today. It could happen next week, next month. Who knows? But if you stay prepared, then you'll be able to pull yourself through it, keeping your faith, keeping your common sense, and staying safe.
All right.
Right.
Well, I'd like to thank both my hosts for hosting this panel with me tonight. I want to say to you all in the audience, we love y'all so much. Y'all, we do this for you, and we do it because we love it too. But we thank you for your participation because we didn't do it without you, but it's always more fun when we have you to chime in there with us, right? And so as I always leave you with this, listen, free thought is a philosophy. It's not a policy.
Wait.
Yeah. Okay.
I just got a message.
Huh?
I just got a message. Hang on.
So that's been you clinging and dinging the whole show, huh?
What?
Miss Marie just passed.
Oh my God.
No, she didn't.
We'll just tell you.
Oh my goodness. Oh my Lord.
Oh Lord, please be with the family.
I thought she was gonna be okay.
Man, my prayers to the family.
Yes, I already prayed. And I thought sure she was gonna be okay. I thought surely I felt it in my spirit that she was gonna be all right. But
Yes,
where did this come from? Let's make sure it's not bogus.
Came from Sybil.
Oh, from Sybil. Okay. Well, I'm so sorry.
Sorry about that.
Yes, we are sorry. So we will be praying and keeping you guys updated about that as well. All right.
All right.
All right. So our love and prayers to the Preston family.
Yes.
All of them. And we will see you guys next week. All right.
All right.
We love y'all. Good night.
The opinions expressed on this program is not necessarily those of the Emily Pearl Show, its sister stations, its affiliates, or its sponsors, but it is those of the individuals themselves who express it. While the Emily Pearl Show does take stances on individual issues, the show itself remains an entertainment platform. Free thought is a philosophy and not a policy.